Okay.
As you command. On the march. Moving.
This is interesting.
On the march.
This is fun. Well, I stand no chance anyway, so might as well give up.
Inevitable.
Or are they just a bunch of escorts?
Inferior
But even
vessels
then,
sighted.
no, they are not just a bunch of escorts, sadly enough.
As you command.
That is
Inferior vessels sighted.
interesting. Let's just leave it there.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
I mean, what? Okay. I'm done.
Relocating. I am the dynasty's spear.
I mean, did he have a bunch of...
How may I say?
There's no way this makes sense, I'm afraid.
Moving. I serve your glory.
This is a bug, clearly. I've actually read on something similar
Units fully engaged.
to this.
Ready to serve.
Let the pain begin.
Vessels sighted. On the march.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Inferior vessels sighted. How may I serve? Inferior vessels sighted. What is your command?
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Vessels sighted. Yes, release. Inferior vessels sighted.
I'm sorry, there's no way I win this.
The
I
enemy
can't.
has seized a strategic area.
I just don't have the numbers. Unless his entire fleet mutinies, I'm done.
The enemy has accumulated 25% of strategic points.
We have lost a vessel. This is motive power. Internal damage registered. Inevitable. Relocating. This is motive power. Victory probabilities.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Our Nemesaur has been deanimated.
Now, significantly there, what I would say over there, regardless, is that what that tells me is, Yeah, ridiculous number of ships, all that, right. But what that battle in particular tells me is that the game's performance is not tied directly to the number of ships that you have. And there's some weird performance issues in this game. But it's not tied to, oh, you have a lot of ships, thus your performance is lower. Because that was an astronomical number of ships, which no player could conceivably get. I mean, you could get what? An escort, each escort is 30 points at minimum. You could possibly get 12 or something along those lines. If you just spammed escorts. Obviously he didn't just spam escorts. He got a lot more ships otherwise. The sad part is, I might have been able to win if if my ships had lasted just a bit longer, because I could have gotten his ship morale to just completely go to hell. Star pulse generators are just that powerful. But they seem a cheap way, I suppose, to fix the balance issues that exist in this game. Specifically with the Necrons. It's like, oh, let's give the Necrons this shiny little toy to make up for their lack of numbers. Alright. And there's also an upgrade that doubles the damage that you do with the Star Pulse generator. That makes it even more ridiculous.
Yes, my liege.
Alright, I'm going to send in the fighters.
Impossible.
What?
Cannot comply.
What? Hold on. Let's go. Let's win the day, huh? I'm gonna lower the volume a bit more. That was interesting, suffice to say. No, okay. I need to wait for my battleships, because I can't just throw in my cruiser into it. Well, I guess I could send my cruiser over there. There is a... No. He's not sending a probe. Alright, he's got some escorts there.
On the march.
What the hell is this thing? Alright, that is an Apocalypse class, that is a cruiser, and that is a battle cruiser. It's not a bad fleet. Unfortunately for him, he's not gonna win with this
The enemy has
fleet.
seized a strategic area.
It's just the nature of the cheese in this game. Alright, his turrets took out the...
Ready to serve.
So I'm guessing he has no... Yeah, he has torpedo launcher, torpedo... No, wait. That is actually a Nova Cannon, that is also a Nova Cannon.
I am the Dynasty Spear. What is your command? Yes, my liege. Moving.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Relocating.
You have seized a strategic area.
Inferior vessel sighted. Initializing motive power. Yes, my liege. How may I serve? I serve your glory. All power to motive units. Boarding successful. Frayed ones are feasting. Relocating. Captain swarms have breached the enemy vessel. On the march. Ready, sir. As you command. I am the Dynasty Spear. Engaging weaponry. Ready to serve. Inevitable. What is your command? As you command. How may I serve? Relocating. I serve your glory. Yes, my liege. I am the Dynasty Spear. Moving. Ready to serve. They are doomed. Units fully engaged. On the march. What is your command? Internal damage registered.
All right.
You have accumulated 25%
It's over.
of strategic points.
Just destroy that one, right?
What is your command? Relocating. Ready to serve. I am the Dynasty Spear. Reassembling coherence.
I want to get all the Necron upgrades. How about that? Stasis Bomb, okay. Scarab Swarm. Get those fires, right? Fire effects. Seems to go very well. Alright then. let's go. Again. I'll start here. Waggleton. Right, nice name.
On the march.
Alright, lots of ships, so probably not gonna do very well, is he?
Moving. How may I serve? I serve your glory.
Okay,
What is
it's
your
going
command?
to... They're going to gain it.
Initializing motive power.
You have seized a strategic area.
I could teleport. Alright,
The
he's
enemy has
sending
seized a strategic area.
Auger probe against my fleet.
I serve your glory. Relocating.
Alright then.
Inferior vessel sighted.
So we got a light cruiser. No, wait.
Inferior
Yeah, light
vessel
cruiser,
sighted.
battle cruiser. Yeah, hopefully they'll claim some of the turrets.
How may I
It would be good.
serve? Inevitable. Ready to serve. On the march. I am the dynasty spear. As you command. Yes, my liege. What is your command? Ready to serve.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Relocating. I serve your glory. Inevitable. How may I serve? On the march. Ready to serve. Initializing motive power. What is your command? As you command. I am the dynasty spear. I serve your glory. Moving. Ready to serve. As you command. I am the dynasty spear. Initializing motive power. How can I serve? Yes, my liege. What is your command?
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Relocating. On the march. I am the dynasty spear. Inevitable. Ready to serve. How may I serve? I serve your glory. Yes, my liege. On the march. How may I serve? Initializing molten power. All power to molten units.
You have accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Relocating. On the march. Impossible. Tactical plan. I am the dynasty spear. Moving. Ready to serve. Target locked. I serve your glory.
You have accumulated 50% of strategic points.
Yes, my liege.
The enemy has
He's withdrawing.
accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Alright then.
What is your command?
It seems that one of the best ways to really hurt the Necrons is to go after their decks, because they lose their special orders. Destroying their weapons, of course, is also a possibility, but I think destroying their decks hurts them the most because they can't repair them. Of course, they can't repair their weapons, but they only have one deck. Well, you can get the second deck if you so desire, after all. Ooh, Orc. What's with the Chinese names? Oh, I guess it's that time of day, right? Let's see about the Orcs. What we can do against them.
Initializing motive power. I am the dynasty spear. Inevitable.
Seems he has quite a few Orc ships, doesn't he? 6 that I can count. Fighters incoming, huh? Gonna send my own. Carriers, by the looks of them.
You have seized a strategic area. The enemy has seized a strategic area.
As you command.
Alright, my battleships are slow as hell, though. That's one problem.
What is your command?
I'm guessing this is supposed to represent Cadia, I guess? No. It's too intact to be Cadia.
I am the dynasty spear.
Alright, my guys should be able to win. Or maybe not, actually. Too many orcs, though.
Ready to serve.
Yeah, too many orc squadrons, and there was no way two of mine would be able to succeed there. I need some more.
I serve your glory. How may I serve? Relocating. I am the Dynasty's spear. Ready to serve. Inevitable. Yes, my liege. What is your command? On the march. Ready to serve. Moving. I serve your glory. Initializing motive power. How may I serve? As you command. I am the Dynasty's spear. Relocating. Ready to serve. Inevitable. Impossible. Cannot comply. What is your command? Yes, my liege. How may I serve? Moving. I serve your glory. On the march. How may I serve? Yes, my liege. What is your command? Moving. Ready to serve. Inevitable. Dynasty's spear. Initializing motive power. Impossible. Cannot comply. What is your command? Cannot transform.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Ready to serve. Relocate. How may I serve? Initializing motive power. Will of death. I serve your glory. On the march. Moving. As you command. Inevitable. Yes, my liege. Inevitable.
The enemy has accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Shame on that.
Vessel lost.
That was a lot closer.
Victory probability slipping.
The gigantic rocks in a battleship, I guess that's what he had there. Nice use of fighters, though, I'll give him that. I should have just let them exhaust his fighters and try and get close. That was my mistake. While using the star pulse generator to wipe out his fighters. That would have worked a lot better. And then once his fighters had been exhausted, go in for the kill, right? Guessing game crashed. Had to restart game there. Bit unfortunate, really. Anyway. Neferu. Scarab, Stasis Bomb. Yeah, Fire Action, Star Pulse, same fleet. Let's go. The stability of the game is all over the damn place. That orc, though, that strategy of, oh, I'll use fighters to make it annoying, so you have to use your Star Pulse generator to clear them out. Well, I guess Chaos can do the same thing. The difference is with Chaos, Chaos can't win in a close quarters fight against Necrons. They need to stay away. I have better assault actions, better damage at close ranges. My ships are very durable. Not as durable as, you know, the Orcs, but compared to Necrons, oh yeah. Compared to Chaos, oh yeah.
Relocating. I serve your glory. On the march. Motive units fully engaged. I am the Dynasty Spear.
Alright, put in the reload skill.
Inevitable.
We're dealing with a bunch of battle cruisers, really. I'm gonna need to take out their engines. Nice fleet. Really. Wait, he doesn't have any... Let me check this. Okay, there's one that I noticed.
What is your command? How may I serve?
You have seized a strategic area.
Ready to serve. As you command. Initializing motive power. What is your command? Moving. I am the Dynasty Spear. All power to motive units.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
I am the Dynasty Spear. How may I serve? command. As you command. Ready to serve. On the march. I am the Dynasty Spear. Moving. Reassembling coherence. How may I serve? Initializing motive power. What is your command? Relocating. Motive units fully engaged. I serve your glory. On the march. Moving. How may I serve? Inevitable.
You have accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Initializing motive power. I am the Dynasty Spear.
Nice try, though.
What is your command? Energy to recoalescence. Ready to serve.
Nice try.
As you command.
Ultimately, though,
Serve. Impossible.
battleships do take their toll.
What is your command? Yes, my liege. I serve your glory. Initializing motive power.
Done.
I am the Dynasty.
Star Pulse did its job.
Inferior vessel sighted.
It does seem like the Necrons would be particularly vulnerable to a carrier heavy fleet. Oh, that's not done yet.
All power to
It doesn't
motive
matter.
units. On the march. Adopting defensive protocols.
Mm-hmm.
I serve your glory. As you command.
Let's take the points.
Inferior vessel sighted. Inevitable.
I was wondering where his extra
You
points
have
were going.
accumulated 50% of strategic
What he was gonna do with
points.
them. Done. Alright. All ships of the leader's fleet are teleported within the ship's detection range. Their targeting and move orders are cancelled, and they are identified by all enemies. This could work very, very... Unless, of course, your deck is damaged. But you can use mass recall, so you don't have to use the movement points. So you can get your flagship. You only need to get your flagship in. Then you issue a mass recall. Other ships teleport to your flagship. Bam! Store pulse generators. Kaboom! All across the board. Necron versus Necron. It's always a tricky affair, isn't it? Well, my half biscuits will win the day. I'm actually just tempted to go fucking Necron in the campaign when it comes out. What should I play first? Necron, Imperium? I'm not playing Tyranid first. I'm just laying that down. I don't like the fucking race. I'm not a fan of the Tyranids in general. continue the campaign of Spire or
What is your command?
see what the Necrons can do. So, all
I am the dynasty's spear.
right, let's take that point.
Moving.
Seems that he has 3 ships as well.
Ready to serve.
It's a question of getting the Star Pulse
I
kills
serve your glory.
quickly and efficiently. Sending in the fighters.
How may I serve?
Small dot right there. Gotta be. I mean, I don't know how this cruiser shows up
Spear.
as a dot. That is.
Relocating.
Take out the turrets.
Ready to serve. Inferior vessel sighted.
You have seized a strategic area.
What are we dealing with?
Is your command?
It honestly seems like a mistake with.
Inferior vessel sighted.
But then again, he
The
does
enemy
get
has
extra.
seized a strategic area.
Don't discount that possibility that he's putting his hopes on his Star Pulse generators.
On the march. I serve.
And he does have stealth. Worth pointing that out.
Moving.
Oh, and he does actually have a battleship as well.
I am the dynasty's spear. Yes, my liege.
Well, I guess we'll see who has the better cheese.
As you command. What is your command? How may I serve? Energy to weapons array. Ready to serve. I am the dynasty's spear. Initializing motive power. I serve your glory. Motive units fully engaged. Impossible. Cannot comply. What is your command? As you command. I serve your glory. Impossible. Cannot comply. Ready to serve.
You have accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Yes, my liege. How may I serve? Inevitable. I am the dynasty's spear. On the march. I serve your glory.
Alright. Just this one left.
Moving.
Take it out.
There will be no escape.
Oh, this one too.
Relocate. Ready to serve. How may I serve?
Bigger is better, as the orcs would say. The bigger ships, the better it is for you. I just fucked half his fleet there though in a single move with the Star Pulse generators. Then I went in for the mass recall on his battleship and destroyed that one with ease as well. Oh, I see. The hero of the last game. Abradol. Yeah, so it seems that the highest ranking skills are just as powerful as you would expect them to be. I just want to get max rank to just see what exactly there is there, you know, skill-wise. I mean, I think it would be difficult, at least, sorry, upgrade-wise. I think it would be difficult to find something that could be better than the, you know, fire on assault action or star pulse generator doing double the damage that it typically does. But I guess we can see, right? I mean, it just seems some upgrades are inherently the best. Why wouldn't you have the star pulse generator? It's your win button, so to speak, as the Necrons. You'd be a bit of a fool not to have that. Or as the Space Marines, for instance, you would always get the company banner because 10% assault kills, assault skills cooldown for all assault skills. So boarding action, honor the chapter, Thunderhawks. That's not small, right? You want to get as many of those assault actions as quickly as possible with a great deal of speed. Now, for other factions, it's not necessarily the case. This is only the case for a couple of factions, not for all of them, from what I've seen. You don't necessarily have the same situation with all factions, just something worth pointing out. I mean, you could always decide to try and play the Space Marines without focusing on assault actions, in which case you are going to lose because your ships are just inherently weaker than other ships, either in damage or, honestly, survivability. Of course, depends purely on the faction you're up against. Or both. I mean, Space Marine ships are close-range fighters. Guess what the Orcs do? What you can do, we can do better should be the motto of the Orcs against the Space Marines. I mean, they don't have better assault actions. They do have morale issues. Like, oh, the Space Marines can be broken. That's a great advantage. I mean, yes, it helps, but doesn't help when their ships are just getting decimated, right? Anyway, I mean, I guess against the Orcs with their rocks in particular, you could always use your Thunderhawks to do bombing runs against them. And your assault actions should still be better. And you do have more of them as well. Crucially, with Honor the Chapter. And boarding torpedoes, of course. Ooh. Send the fighters ahead.
What is your command? Initializing motive power.
What are the Necron faults? They turn slow as fuck. I'm not even kidding. No, it's not just their battleships. I mean, you expect battleships to have really bad maneuverability. Oh, this is gonna be fun. The stealth is in play. Okay, reload skill activated.
As you command.
Well, the moment I see them, and I will see them, is the moment I unleash everything on their asses.
I am the Dynasty Spear.
Yeah, Dark Eldar. Fortunately for him, he hasn't learned the cheese yet. I sent a lot of fighters over there. Guess only some of them actually arrived.
I serve your glory.
That is a battleship. Why would you split your fleet? Victory points, I guess. Not the wisest of moves, by the way.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Seize as many as you want.
I am the Dynasty Spear.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
Power to motive units.
You have seized a strategic area. The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Ready to serve.
Overpowered? Yes.
Inevitable. What is your command?
Quite a bit.
I am the Dynasty Spear.
You have accumulated 25% of strategic points.
As you command. Ready to serve. Yes, my liege.
I'm not even pretending otherwise.
May I serve?
So you can use your teleporter skill, get your fleet, get your flagship close, then mass recall, then teleport with your other ships in the middle of the enemy fleet, decimate the enemy fleet, by the way. And he left because yeah, he realized he had lost the battle. I do suppose one more battle would probably be enough to actually get higher rank. Okay, mass recall again. Orcs, you say? If he has Nova cannons, I mean, I would like to know that. Try and figure it out. Seems the harder counter to the Necrons are the Orcs. Reminds me of that lore tidbit of the great Necron strategist who can't figure out how to defeat the Orcs. What exactly are we fighting over? Is this the Necron Death Star of some sort? The Death Star Mark II. The Phalanx is the Death Star Mark I. This is the Death Star Mark II, much larger. Nah, it's a world. A Necron world. Scary as hell, though.
As you command.
Okay.
What?
What? Alright. If he has a bunch... I mean, it's not impossible to get these numbers, but did he just go gunships, escort vessels, light ships? Could be. Interesting fleet comp. Orcs is best, huh?
I serve your glory. Relocating. Motive units fully engaged.
Yes, I'm gonna use the mass recall skill.
On the march.
And then fuck him up.
Initializing motive power.
Hold on.
How may I serve?
It's in the
You have
ships.
seized a strategic area.
Yes, my liege.
It's in the ship's detection range, though, mind you.
I am the dynasty spear. Relocate.
All right.
I serve your glory. Inevitable. What is your command?
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Moving. Ready to serve. As you command.
Seeing as he's heavily favoring a bunch of
On the march. Yes, my liege. What is your command? I serve your glory. I am the dynasty spear. How may I serve?
Yeah, it seems you need to fight the orcs from a distance if you're gonna win. The only way. Disable their engines, right? So be it then. Well, not necessarily worth it, really. Alright, Tyranids. A fleet of 2 hive ships, 2 biotentacle hive ships, and 1 bioplasma drone. Okay, upgrade-wise, skill-wise as well. I guess I should possibly go for the morale loss. Alright, let's give it a go. Apparently I unlocked a great deal of the Tyranid portrait. By playing other races. Fair enough. Tyranids versus Necrons. Well, Tyranids are champions in close quarters assault because close quarters fighting because of their assault actions, but they do have certain weaknesses that the Necrons can exploit. Thankfully, I went for a full-on hive ship fleet. Actually, I probably should go for brace for impact. In this particular case, just to take less hull damage. Because if there's anything true about the Necrons, is that they can do a lot of hull damage. Let's go. Free ships. I'll then send my bombers once I'm close enough. Alright, Necron fighters missed the mark completely. Alright, let's send the Brute Squadron.
You have seized a strategic area. The enemy has seized a strategic area. The enemy has seized a strategic area. You have accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Yes, it did. That's what happens when you spread your fleet against the Tyranids. It was heavily damaged, actually. Extremely so. Truthfully, the portrait doesn't make a good amount of sense, given, you know, Tyranids with... The creature is the ship. So yeah, hive ships being able to completely destroy the enemy troop numbers. I kind of figure out though what exactly has been going on, that I've been losing troops when fighting against Tyranids just so easily. Spikes, that's what hurts. Alright, time to go into the fray. 4 big hive ships. Alright, there's the Imperial fleet. Gonna send in my ship, my squadrons. The one disadvantage you do have is you're slow. The one advantage, you're in stealth. So it kind of evens itself up in the end. My flagship is here, so it should be out of his immediate attack range. That's the thing, I've won a lot of battles against Tyranids just by the virtue of the fact that people have been sending their flagships against me.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
As their first ship. Which is not a wise idea. You lose the flagship, you start losing morale by quite a bit. You end up losing the battle. They don't have the greatest durability, nor do they have the best armor.
You have seized a strategic area.
But damn, they're scary as hell. Like they can just leave your ships drifting hulks in with so much ease. Alright, sending the assault craft. Wait, did I get identified? I guess I did. Right, gargoyles in. Harpy, no, harpy. That's what we're dealing with. Grand cruisers. Ooh, nice. Grand cruiser. Battle cruiser. Wait, what? It's that one with a ridiculous number of light macro turrets. 2 of them? Seriously? I mean, I get that they're good ramming ships, sure, but it seems a bit of a bad idea, honestly. But then again, if you do want a ship that's cheap as hell, you might want to grab these babies. Alright, more bombardment. Whoa, you tricksy little bastard, didn't you? Stop. Ah, damn it! Yep.
You have seized a strategic area.
It's almost out of crew. Couple more assault actions should do the trick.
You have seized a strategic area.
Yep, Drifting Hulk. Alright, that's a mutiny.
You have accumulated 25% of
Another
strategic
Drifting
points.
Hulk.
The enemy has accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Okay, getting closer.
You have accumulated 50%
I might be able to
of strategic
save,
points. The enemy has accumulated 50% of strategic points.
Alright, mutiny is still ongoing. I do have a point advantage over him. I need to take out those engines though.
You have accumulated 75% of strategic points.
Okay. Turn rate is a bit of an issue, isn't it? Alright, just gotta wait for this one to leave the battlefield, I suppose. Or not. His chief mistake, the reason he lost, is that he didn't use his lightning strikes to recuperate his drifting hulks. I made plenty of mistakes in my own, mind you, with the way I handled that entire affair. Win's a win, though. Kraken. Okay. So, it does seem like they do have some fairly substantial issues. I've been using this wrecking biomorph ball of Prey badly, but it is capable of doing quite a lot of damage. I don't know if the spiky carapace is worth it as much as the spore field or echo spore or whatever. The Adeptus Mechanicus. They do have true problems of their own. They're just not gonna do very well against me, are they? They do have Nova Cannons. But I can avoid those babies with my ramming capabilities. It's kind of annoying actually, playing the Tyranids, because you're so fucking slow, but no sensical opponent would ever rush into it trying to find the Tyranid fleet on their own. Just because. Just because, you know. I mean, I get the stealth angle of it. I don't know, is stealth worth it for the Tyranids? Guess so. Alright, gonna send in the squadrons. Try and take on Cirque turrets. Send in this one, take the point. Wait, where's... There we go. Thought for a second there I had lost my stealth. Anyway. Moving in. So he's got 4 ships. Probably battleships, so you can only get 3 of those babies. So probably 3 battleships that he's gonna throw against me. Along with, I don't know, cruiser, light cruiser, whatever it is. Could be something different, of course. He could have escorts and stealth, for all I know. Alright, gonna put in the reload stance. You very much rely on assault skills. Problem is, sure, you have side weaponry, quite a few of those, but it's just not that good. I mean, yeah, you get some attacks, but the damage is just not gonna be there. Alright, so I'm gonna probably get 3 points by the time. Alright. So, as expected, a battleship, a cruiser.
You have seized a strategic
battleship.
area. The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Alright. He's lost the turret. Now that's my capital ship.
You
I'd
have
rather
seized a
not.
strategic area.
So, 3 Arc Mechanicuses against 4 battleships of the Tyranid fleet. Let's see who wins this one.
Seized a strategic area. Accumulated 25% of strategic points. Alright,
He's got 2 points himself. The problem is that fire is still burning, but it probably won't kill my ship before I... Ooh, okay. Yeah, it's crazy how powerful their assault actions are. I mean, you don't have as many as the Space Marines, that's for sure. So it's pretty damn crazy. Bye-bye! Get out of the way. You know what I'm disappointed on? There's no munching animation for them, so you can't just take over a ship and just eat it, as in the trailer. That's what I'm disappointed about. Anyway, so what do we get? Void Lurker allows a Tyranid hive ship to orient itself and swap to the designated location within. Okay, once activated, the Tyranid hive ship disappears for 2.5 and reappears. Okay. Ooh, if Massive Claws is used within the next 5 seconds, damage is increased by... That seems good. That seems very good. The Tyranids, the scariest motherfuckers in this game. I wonder how they do against Orcs. Well, I did play against them, I think, a couple of games when I was playing as Orcs. They didn't do so well. But then again, that's like just Tyranid players being fools, complete and utter fools, and not protecting their capital, their flagship. Because no one bothers to read and as to how the Tyranids actually work. You can't throw, like in general, you want to keep your admiral ship alive and well. Especially as the Tyranids, though. Because the morale drop is enormous if you lose it. That's their chief weakness, above all. No one has destroyed, or have they? I haven't kept tracking. But very few people have destroyed my flagship. And very few, or none, have deliberately made it the target above all others. And that's what you need to do to beat the Tyranids effectively. Because they can turn your ships into drifting hulks with a relatively ease. Their assault actions have a wide range. They're extremely deadly as well. That's what I'm gonna use though against Orcs there. Getting close, finish them off basically. That's the main thing. Now claws. Hook tentacles, no. Massive claws. Where's massive claws? Boarding action. Alright, go reload. Orc boy over there has grouped his ships up together in a nice big solid mass. That actually complicates things. But then again, what the hell? I have a bunch of battleships, he probably doesn't. I think his Orc ships are deadly, regardless of whether or not they're battleships. A bunch of cruisers can still do a truckload of damage. So what am I dealing with here? Someone's stupid! This battle is gonna win itself for me. Okay, clearly. Very fun, isn't it? Sad. As the orange man would say.
Area.
So. Yeah, someone clearly isn't controlling their fleet as well as they could. I'm just gonna wait there. Oh, it's sending in the fighters.
You have seized a strategic area.
Take out their weapons.
You have seized a
Someone's
strategic area.
Screwed up, big time.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Small ships, sending in those. Oh, is he gonna ram himself again? It's a bit sad. It is a formidable fleet, don't get me wrong. Its control, though, is a bit lacking. Let's just leave it there. What is this? It's a ram ship. That thing might just be able to destroy my, well, my small destroyer. Eh. Yeah. That's what happens.
Accumulated 25% of strategic points. You have accumulated 50% of strategic points. The enemy is seizing one of your strategic areas.
I think this skill is great. Sure, there's sacrifices made for this, right? But still, I do think it's great to have that extra mobility as the Tyranids in particular.
You have seized a strategic area. The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Another great victory for the bugs. No, honestly, he screwed over himself by his poor maneuvers, through his poor maneuvers over. Holy crap! So whenever one of my ships is destroyed, enemy morale drops. Holy shit. That's worth taking. Clearly. Above anything else. Yeah, I'll get accelerated regeneration, why not? Once once the feeding begins, they cannot be stopped. I'm really wondering how they're gonna make the campaign challenging. I mean, there are so many ways to cheese this. It's not even fun. Let's go then. Group 2. Group 1. Let's have some fun, shall we? Well, I'm sure they won't have fun. Got skills. We'll see about that one, matey. Yeah, this thing doesn't look threatening at all. And it's only got one bioplasma discharge artillery, which can do some serious damage, but slow, only one attack. Oh, so numbers it is then. So be it. Yes. I don't care about stealth at this point. But then again, I am in stealth regardless of that attack, so it doesn't remove me from stealth. Ooh, now that is scary. Hold on. He was firing though at the wrong direction and he wasted the entire torpedo salvo. Still a nice torpedo salvo though. Second one. I I mean, he only has 3. Nah, that's gonna miss. He'd need to reorient his ships, and even then, it still wouldn't make that much of a difference. Nice salvos, though. Really impressive.
You have seized a strategic area.
Okay.
You have seized a strategic area. The enemy has seized a strategic area.
That was the third and last salvo. Alright, cooldown. Alright, he's readjusting. I can dodge them if necessary. Let's see what we're doing. Nice formation, I guess. I'll send the fighters. Really nice. It's an impressive array of battle cruisers. Holy crap, they're all battle cruisers. It's not good. Okay.
The enemy has seized a strategic area. The enemy has accumulated 25% of strategic points. You have accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Well, too heavily damaged, I'm afraid. I'm just gonna need to wait for boarding actions. There we go.
You have accumulated 50% of strategic points.
Mutiny, mutiny. Ten seconds. Well, all I need to do is get in close enough that I can use my wrecking biomorph ball. And that will be it, basically. His morale is gonna drop again. Nice way of trying to beat me, though. That's it. Battle won. Yeah, no one destroy my fat-like ship. No, it's the last ship standing.
You have accumulated 75%
to victory is the
of strategic
Tyranids.
points.
Keep your flagship alive. Yeah. Overpowered compositions, like this one in a sense. Because balance is all over the fucking place in this game. That's what she's also ridiculously overpowered, that is. That's what this game is all about, finding the most ridiculously overpowered composition for your fleet faction. Skill-wise, upgrades, and using that to completely demolish your enemies. I've been winning so many games without even really trying. I mean, to be fair, as the Tyranids, I've actually been put in a position where I actually have to try to an extent, but really. Let's see about the Tau. Why not? So we have battleships, 400 points, Crude War Sphere, Demiurge Stronghold. Sounds legit. I could get 2 battleships, a Crude War Sphere. Huh. It's durable, bitch, but is it a really smart idea? I don't know. The Demiurge Stronghold probably does have more firepower. Yeah, let's go with the actual Tau. Does it? I mean, it doesn't have... No, it does actually have. You have more launch bays with the... It's cheaper, but not significantly. I mean, you could possibly go with the fleet of Demiurge Strongholds. Get, what, 3 of them? I mean, you're not gonna really... Yeah, I mean, you're still only gonna be in the same position, right? So, it doesn't really change all that much. I think I prefer going with Tau ships, because you do get some escorts, why not? Alright, let's see how the Tau deal with their own situation. Just keep in mind, they might have expensive ships, but they do have escorts for those ships. So you get 2 escorts. 1 escort for each of these. These 2. Okay, I guess I won. Because DC is a thing in this game. It's actually annoying as well for you as a player, because you have to, you know, repick your skills and all that. Alright, stasis bomb. Why not? Experimental railgun. Targeting coordinator, I guess. Enemy accuracy is reduced. You could go, okay. Defense turrets, alright, let's do it. The Kamitar. Why not? Here we go. Wait a second, I think I have okay. Yeah.
Mondka, the killing blow brings the enemy's end. How may I serve the tower?
Necron auxiliary reporting.
At your orders, Koro.
Wait, are the gravitic hooks just stacking on top of each other? I mean, you'd expect, what, 2?
Serve the Corvatra.
Yeah, you'd expect 2 escorts. Not this! Not fucking this. Someone fucked up. Big time.
We serve the Corvatra.
I guess I will win purely on the basis of...
Barracuda shoals launched.
Send in the fighters.
Corel, ready.
I sense your need.
Aircast ready for orders. For Anvar, it will be so. How may I serve the Tauva? At your orders, Koro. Bombing run underway. We serve the Corvatra.
We will search it out.
Primary systems taking heavy damage. Weapons hot. Escort ship is now wreckage. At your orders, Connor. Backups failing. Red lights on all panels. An escort ship is now wreckage.
You have seized a strategic area.
Honor the teachings of the Orc. The Ethereals has been lost. Fire warriors, attack! Aircast ready for orders. Blast doors sealed. For Amber it wills. The Tauva shall prosper. Structural integrity compromised. Corel, ready. Reporting losses amongst our escorts.
Quit here to fight Mortal.
We serve the Corvatra. Reporting losses amongst our escorts.
Say we obey.
As the Ethereals wish. Closing on your position. Aircast ready for order. To spread the greater good. Fire warriors attack. Corel ready. Honor the teachings of Viola. Restore command loop. Gravitic drive to maximum. How may I serve the Tauva? To spread the greater good. How may I serve the Tauva? Target acquired.
Fruit on the move.
At your orders, Connor. The Ethereals guide us.
We will devour their bodies.
How may I serve the Tauva?
recruit here to fight for Tau.
The Tau Bar shall prosper.
You have accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Corel, let
Gravitic drive engaged. Structural integrity compromised. Scaling. Red lights on all panels.
I guess you need to keep the distance as the Tau. Or their cheese is just not that strong. Well, I mean, keep in mind that I do have an enormously large number of escorts that I shouldn't have. I'm thinking of dropping one of their flagships, going for the Demiurge stronghold. Might work better. Maybe. What do we have here? Nah, I'll stick with this for now. And I will be right back. Let's see if I get more of a ridiculous number of escort ships. Thing is, Tau ships are flimsy. Oh yes, they have great firepower. They're not gonna survive to use that firepower. The Farsight enclaves. I'm not sure if they would have this kind of a fleet, but why not? Oh yeah, clearly. No. I mean, let's see, we got free. So it's not as ridiculous, but still pretty ridiculous all the same. Then again, I did put 2. Seems really bugged though. Alright.
Mundka, the killing blow brings the enemy's end.
Scouting ahead.
Corel, ready.
To spread the greater good.
Barracuda shoals launched. Aircraft ready for orders.
Down on the move.
Shapers say we obey.
Nikazar Auxiliary reporting.
Honor the teachings of Viola. As the Ethereals wish. The Ethereals guide us. We serve the Kovatra.
Drones have identified an enemy target.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Alright, its turrets should be weakened by that.
At your orders, Koro.
I'll just try not
How
to
may I
use
serve
these.
the Talva?
I'll give him a fair fight, why not? I should have 4
You have seized a
not
strategic
8
area.
escorts.
We will search it out.
The enemy has seized a strategic area. You have seized a strategic area.
At your orders, Koro. For Anvar, it will be so.
We serve the Korvatra.
The Tauva shall prosper. Honor the teaching of Viola. Kor-El ready.
Warsphere full speed.
Aircraft ready for orders.
Gravitic drive engaged. Pure Tide's teachings guide our fire.
Hold on to something.
Gravitic drive engaged.
Aircast ready for orders.
The Talva shall prosper. Closing on your position. How may I serve the tower? The ethereals guide us.
Core L ready. Bombing run underway.
Corel, ready.
How may I serve the Tauba?
As the ethereals wish. At your orders, Corel. We serve the Korvacha. For Anva it will be so. At your orders, Corel. The ethereals guide us.
Restore Earth Cast's construction.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Corel, ready.
The enemy has accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Our flagship is gone. We serve the Kovatra.
Brute here to fight for Tau.
How may I serve the tower?
Contract over. Time to go.
Aircast ready for orders. Honor the teachings of Viola.
You have accumulated 25% of strategic points.
How may I serve the tower?
Relocating War Sphere. Shapers say we obey. The prey can't outrun us.
At your orders, Koro. Corel, ready. The tower shall prosper.
I sense your
Gravitic drive engaged. How may I serve the tower? Repair drones activated. To spread the greater good.
Niggas are auxiliary reporting.
Corel, ready. As the ethereals wish. Aircast ready for orders. The ethereals guide us. We serve the Korvacha.
You have accumulated 50% of strategic points.
Honor the teachings of Viola. At your orders, Koro.
Alright, this is working. And I did win fairly, basically. Yeah, stop doing that.
Now, give us targeting technology.
I didn't use the...
Bombing run underway.
Yeah, there we go.
Brute here to fight for Tau.
Yeah, I didn't use the extra ships that I got because the bugs.
Shapers say we obey.
For Anva it will be so.
The enemy has accumulated 50% of strategic
Alright.
points.
Stop trying to
Brute
disengage,
here to
thank
fight
you.
for Tau. Shapers say we obey.
Gravitic drive engaged. How may I serve the tower? The ethereals guide us. That cannot be done, Con. Shasla! Triumph for the Sept!
Indeed. Indeed. Maybe I should put the... Maybe I should put their ship as the flagship. It's not too bad. Buggy though. Really buggy. Okay, Augur Disruptor. So I have learned something with the Tau. You need to go armor. Without armor, you're pretty much done for. Defense turrets, maybe. Identification range, damage caused by asteroid. Yeah, let's make it more difficult to target me when I'm using full ahead with all my ships. So that's a huge accuracy decrease for the enemy ships. So full ahead will reduce using maneuvers will reduce their accuracy by about 50%, which is a fairly big deal. You may not have the best bombers, but you do certainly have the numbers. Orcs. I think the way you deal with the orcs is range as the Tau. Also target their weapons. Maybe their engines too. Alright, let's see. How many ships will I get? Seems quite a few. I'll just leave them in the starting point. Yeah, okay. Wait a second. It's bugged. I mean, I assume if he can beat me, he can destroy these escorts. I'll just leave the game if I lose my fleet. Alright. So 4 of them. That's what I should have. Not 12. No, it's more than 12. Holy fuck. Okay. Okay, that's group 2. Group 1. Let's go.
Mundka, the killing blow brings the enemy's end.
For Anvar, it will be so. We serve the Kovatra to spread the greater good.
They're not good ships, but this number of them would just overwhelm the enemy.
At your orders, Koro.
And clearly the game is not capable of deciding what they want to go for. Alright, sending in some fighters first and foremost.
Kor-El ready.
Drones have identified an enemy target.
What is it, 16 that I have escorts? Oh, that's a shame.
Ready for orders.
That's a gunship, so I'm guessing he has some rocks, doesn't he?
I sense your needs.
Alright then. Here they go.
How may I serve the Tauva?
Scouting ahead.
Tau, give us targeting technology.
Bombing run underway. Strike the killing blow.
Brute here to fight for Tau.
You have seized a strategic area.
We serve the Kovatra.
Drones have identified an enemy target.
Drones have identified an enemy target. Bombing run underway.
Core L ready. At your orders, Coral.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
The tower shall prosper.
Primary systems taking heavy damage.
Gravitic drive engaged. We serve the Korvacha.
The Ethereals guide us. Closing on your position. How may I serve the Tauba?
Aircraft ready for orders. To spread the greater good.
Nikazar Auxiliary reporting.
Gravitic drive to maximum.
Aircast ready for orders.
At your orders, Corel. Corel, ready.
Gravitic drive engaged.
Structural integrity compromised.
Brute fix broken things.
Honor the teachings of Viola.
We serve the Korvacha.
As the Ethereals wish.
Target acquired.
At your orders, Coral.
A fresh kill for the tribe. Brute on the move.
How may I serve the tower?
The Tauba shall prosper.
Primary systems taking heavy damage. The Ethereals has been lost.
Core L ready. For Anvar, it will be so.
Restore the Earthcast's construction. Aircast ready for orders.
Bombing run underway.
For Anvar it will be so.
By my sept, we shall attack.
The Ethereals has been lost.
Weapons hot.
Korvacha ship lost.
Pure Tide's teachings guide our fire. How may I serve the Tauba? To spread the greater good.
The enemy has accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Contract over. Time to go.
We serve the Kovadra. Bombing run underway. At your orders, Coral.
Our flagship is gone.
We will devour their bodies. A fresh kill for the tribe.
Well, could have microed that better.
We I will devour their bodies.
But so be it. Should have probably targeted their flagship as well. Alright. Fair is fair. Okay, let me, capitulate. Actually, that was my mistake. Should have just targeted their flagship with all my bombers, destroyed it, and that would have probably won me the battle, so to speak. As someone who's played a fair amount as the Orcs in this, I don't think the Orcs need a speed buff. They have some of the most durable ships in the game. They have enormous firepower at short range. Yes, they are vulnerable to kiting, but that's design intended. It's not that bad. Because once they get in range, they will destroy you, basically. They have phenomenally good assault actions, phenomenally good... Okay, here we go again. Alright. You know, at one point I'm just gonna decide not to give a fuck about this. It's not my problem, but... for now... I'm just gonna leave these guys over here. Take these 4. Because that's what I'm supposed to have. I think. That was the design intent. And, yeah. Alright.
Mondka, the killing blow brings the enemy's
As
end.
the ethereal's wish. How may I serve the Tauba?
Alright, gonna go lock on. And I'll switch that to the armor buff once I get close enough. Ooh. This should be fun.
Aircast ready for orders.
Alright, send in the
Barracuda
Barracudas.
shoals launched.
I have enough ships to really make his life a bit
Corel
miserable.
ready.
I will take that point as well.
Aircast ready for orders.
I sense your needs.
How may I serve the Tauba?
Negazar Auxiliary reporting.
We serve the Kovatra.
I sense your needs.
At your orders, Koro.
Honor the teachings of Viola. Corel, ready.
Negazar Auxiliary reporting.
Drones have identified an enemy target.
The ethereals guide us. Drones have identified an enemy target.
You have seized a strategic area.
I sense your needs.
Barracuda shoals launched.
Gravitic drive engaged. Aircast ready for orders. For Anvar, it will be so.
You have seized a strategic area.
Necrons auxiliary reporting.
We serve the Kovatra.
As the ethereals wish.
Strike the killing blow.
We serve the Korvacha.
Kor-El ready.
Shapers say we obey.
How may I serve the Taubar? At your orders, Koro.
We will search it out.
Kor-El ready. Aircast ready for orders. We serve the Kovatra.
Relocating war sphere.
How may I serve the Taubar? The Taubar shall prosper. Kor-El ready.
War sphere full speed. Brute on the move.
At your orders, Koro.
At your orders, Koro.
Honor the teachings of Theola. Aircast ready for orders.
The ethereals guide us. I sense your need.
How may I serve the Taubar? At your orders, Koro.
Kor-El, ready.
Relocating war sphere.
By my scepter, we shall attack.
The ethereals has been lost.
It's not too bad.
The ethereals has been lost.
Okay.
Restored command.
Well, yeah, without the ethereal, they do suffer heavily.
Necrons auxiliary reporting.
But it's not yet over.
The prey can't outrun us.
There we go. Their flagship is gone.
A fresh kill for the tribe.
And now,
You have
just gotta
accumulated
deal with these Grand
25%
Cruisers.
of strategic points.
The ethereals has been lost. Restored commandment.
How may I serve the tower?
You have seized a strategic area.
That cannot be done, Koro. Aircast ready for orders.
An escort ship is now wreckage.
The tower shall prosper.
Brute here to fight for Tau.
Weapons hot.
It got away.
Shapers say
But
we
it's a
obey.
victory. Alright, not too bad. And that's in a situation where I'm getting all those extra escorts and I'm not using them. Alright. I think having that extra railgun, you know, that experimental railgun shot is not bad, because it's something that ignores shields and hollow fields and armor, so it's 100 pure damage against the enemy. Then the ship, yep, applies to line ships. Okay, so the Tau against the Tyranids. Interesting matchup. Hopefully not too many ridiculous escorts. I mean, it's nice to actually have what could be considered an actual fucking fleet, numbers-wise, instead of the ridiculousness that you typically... It just seems so many. Alright. Yep, leaving them there, taking these 4, thank you very much.
Mundka, the killing blow brings the enemy's end.
I sense your needs.
Well, what do these wardens even have? They have 1 railgun artillery, so that's 4 damage, and 1 ion cannon turret, so...
At your orders, Koro.
Now, they'd... I guess I'll just wait to see if they pick up any point.
Nikazar Auxiliary reporting.
To spread the greater good.
If I see any fighters from the Tyranids or anything like that.
I sense your needs.
Alright,
Barracuda shoals launched.
send all the Barracudas. They should be able to beat the Harpies and Fairy.
Brute here to fight for Tau.
No, they're taking that as well.
You have seized a strategic area.
Mm-hmm.
For Onva, it will be so.
Alright, let's keep moving. So he's gonna take 2 points, I'm gonna take 2 points.
The enemy has seized a strategic area. The enemy has seized a strategic area. You have seized a strategic area.
If I see a Tyranid ships, I'll deal with
Corel,
it.
ready.
Brute on the move.
How may I
Yeah,
serve
I'm going
the
to
Tau?
go for lock-on.
Honor the teachings of
My
Flora.
hope is to actually get some vision on them before
We serve the Kovatra,
stop enough.
as the Ethereals wish.
There we go.
Drones have identified an enemy target. To spread the greater good. By my
damn it.
sept, we shall attack.
Go, go, go.
At your orders, Koro.
I missed because I reoriented the ship.
Corel.
Destroy that one. And win.
Aircast ready for orders. At your orders, Koro. For Onva, it will be so. We serve the Kovatra. Corel, ready.
Engaging enemies of the Empire.
Barracuda shoals launched. Kutide's teachings guide our fire. The ethereals guide us. Honor the teachings of Yola.
You have accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Gravitic drive engaged. Drones have identified an enemy target.
Say we obey. Kill them for the Tau.
Aircast ready for orders.
Brute fix broken things. Brute here to fight for Tau. Shapers say we obey.
We serve the Kovatra. The ethereals guide us.
Brute here to fight for Tau.
Strike the killing blow.
Shapers say we obey.
How may I serve the tower? As the ethereals wish. Target acquired. Bombing run underway.
They do have some great bombers. I'll give them that. Not the best in the game, but still pretty. It's the numbers as well,
You have
right?
seized a strategic
Because they have
area.
so many launch bays. We're not going
At your
anywhere,
orders,
mate.
Koro.
I wish...
Honor the teachings of Yola.
Yeah, I'll rally them.
Brute here to
Their
fight
morale
for
is just
Tau.
dog shit.
You have accumulated 50% of strategic points.
Alright, just wasted Tyranids in a close quarters fight and one as a Tau.
Contract over. Time to go.
Okay, so that's the Tau Protector Fleet in a nutshell. Pretty powerful, capable of doing a lot of damage. Buggy, very, very buggy. Yes, going Farsight, it's just a personal preference. Experimental and Hyper Disruptor. Let's see the Tau Merchant Fleet, see how they do. Obviously, they probably have the same upgrades, that kind of stuff, so I'm gonna get screwed over, right, until I get some. It's kind of annoying. Some of the races have some of their best upgrades low, on a low level, but others don't. So that just ends up screwing you as the player. Right. So what do we have? We have the Gallief Borkan, which has more firepower. One Gravita Cook, 2 missile launchers. Alright, so I get the choice of missile launchers or launch bays. Outside they have virtually the same ships, or what? I mean, just keep in mind something about these babies. They all have a Gravic to cook, so that's 4 escorts that I get from these. And obviously a total of 8 launch bays. I'm gonna... Hold on. No, not even that. Wait. Yep, that will do. Why not? So 4 battleships and 1 cruiser. That will do. Each of them will launch bays. Let's see how this goes. The merchant fleet should have less firepower, but it seems to me with those launch bays that they would actually have more. Because you can bring more battleships to bear. They do have less armor, so they're even more fragile, but they have more HP, so more hull points, less armor. I do have to wonder how many ridiculous escorts I'll get. Tau versus Tau. Merchant versus Protector. Their engines are bigger, at least. Oh yeah. This is not as bad or as ridiculous as what I was dealing with. Now, here's the thing. If he uses his escorts, I'll use my escorts. If he doesn't use his escorts, then obviously I won't. Now, the question I need to ask myself is, I should have... Alright, so there's 4 escorts for these Orcs, I guess. These guys, the rest of them will be group free. Now, if I see them moving towards me, I'll move them. There we go. It really depends. His play. Oh, you don't have the...
We serve the Kovatra.
Mm-hmm.
We serve the Korvatra.
Okay. Guess
the
I'm
Ethereals
going
wish.
to have to assume that we're both gonna use our escorts. Then. Since he put them all in stealth, I have to assume
Well,
escorts are in play.
At your orders, Koro.
He does have a lot of ships.
Barracuda shoals launched. Aircast ready for orders.
It's about the same number of fighters, isn't
How
it?
may I serve the Tauba?
Lock on.
To spread the greater good.
You have seized a strategic area. The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Mm-hmm.
We serve the Kovatra.
The Ethereals guide us.
At your orders, Koro.
Let's see it done.
Aircast ready for orders.
Alright, that's the limit of the experimental railgun shot.
At your orders, Koro. Drones have identified an enemy target.
Tau v Tau.
Aircast ready for orders.
Well, I guess it's...
How may I serve
Are
the
there
Tau?
many instances even in the lore where Tau would actually fight Tau?
Gravitic
think
drive
of any.
engaged.
Maybe that's just me.
Bombing
Alright,
run. underway.
bombers incoming.
The Ethereals guide us.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Corel ready.
He should have, yes.
Drones have identified an enemy target.
The enemy has seized a strategic area. You have seized a strategic area.
Corel, ready.
I need to get these ships.
We serve the Korvatra.
Alright, he's
How may
sending
I serve the
torpedoes.
Tauba?
I'll send the
Drones have
fighters.
identified an enemy target. Backups failing. Red lights on all panels. At your orders, Koro. How may I serve the tower? Barracuda shoals launched.
Kor-El ready.
Honor the teachings of Viola.
Aircast ready for orders.
You have seized a strategic area.
To spread the greater good. That cannot be done, Koro. The Tauba shall prosper.
Bombing run underway.
That cannot be done. Bombing run underway. At your orders.
We serve the Korvatra.
He just suicided his entire fleet.
How may I serve the Tauba?
You have accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Aircraft ready.
You have accumulated 50% of strategic points.
What was he thinking there? Well, clearly he wasn't
That
really
cannot be
thinking all that
done,
much.
We serve the Korvatra.
For
It's
Amber,
done.
it will be so. Drones have identified an enemy target.
That cannot be done, Koro.
Aircast ready for orders.
Well, that was his battleships.
For Anvar, it will be so.
Corel, ready. Gravitic drive.
I have the more durable ships and he's just... Oh, you got more maneuverability as
Calculating new
the
vector.
merchant fleet.
How may I serve the town?
Oh,
Drones have identified an enemy target. How may I serve the Tauba?
Corel, ready. Weapons hot.
As the Ethereals wish.
it's over.
Repair drones activated.
Target acquired.
You have seized a strategic area.
Aircast ready for orders.
How may I serve the tower?
The Ethereals guide us. Structural integrity compromised.
We serve the Korvatra. At your orders, Koro.
You have accumulated 75% of strategic points.
Kor-El ready.
Aircast ready for orders.
Alright, so he doesn't have as many ships as I... I mean, not that it really mattered, the battle was won when he suicided into one of my flanks with all of his ships. Okay.
At your orders, Koro.
Barracuda shoals launched.
Alright then. Barracuda's incoming. Wait, only one? What? Where's the rest of them?
Aircast ready for orders. For Anvar, it will be so.
What the hell?
How may I serve the Tauvar?
Nice bug.
Gravitic drive engaged.
I mean, they didn't go in stealth. I would have
You
expected
have
it if they had.
seized a strategic
There we
area.
go. Nice delayed launch, I guess.
Core L ready.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
We serve the Kovatra. Drones have identified an enemy target. Aircast ready for orders. Drones have identified an enemy target. Drones have identified an enemy target.
How may I serve the Tauva?
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
The Tauvar shall prosper.
You have seized a strategic area.
At your orders, Koro.
We serve the Kovatra to spread the greater good.
Kor-El ready. How may I serve the Tauva?
Kor-El ready.
Kor-El ready. We serve the Kovatra.
We serve the Kovatra.
Honor the teachings of Viola.
At your orders, Koro. To spread the greater good.
You have seized a strategic area.
Bombing run underway. Aircraft ready for orders. How may I serve the tower?
Aircast ready for orders.
It will be so. At your orders, Koro.
Target acquired.
We serve the Kovatra. Gravitic drive engaged. That cannot be done, Koro. Kor-El ready. Tauva shall prosper. How may I serve the tower? Barracuda shoals launched. The Ethereals guide us. Closing on your position. For Onva, it will be so.
One of ours has been lost.
You have accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Pure Tide's teachings guide our fire.
Aircraft ready for orders. The Ethereals has been lost.
Alright.
How may I serve the tower? As the
Need to get
Ethereals
closer.
wish.
We serve the Kovatra.
Honor the teachings of Yola.
At your orders, Koro.
To spread the greater good.
Almost ready with the
How
last
may I
set
serve
of bombers that
Tauva?
I'll throw at these guys.
Restore the Earthcast's construction.
Alright, fire bombers.
Bombing run underway. At your orders, Koro.
The enemy has accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Kor-El ready. For Onva, it will be so.
Kor-El ready.
Send them in.
As the Ethereals wish. We serve the Kovatra.
Korvatra ship lost.
The Tauva shall prosper.
Restore the Earthcast's construction.
Gravitic drive engaged.
Repair drones activated. Gravitic drive engaged.
Aircast ready for orders.
strike the killing blow. How may I serve the Tauba? As the Ethereals wish.
At your orders, Colonel. The Ethereals guide us. Aircast ready for orders.
Well, I've been fighting this battle without my escorts.
your
I'm sending
orders,
them in
Colonel.
as quickly as I can, right?
Honor
Kind of
the
forgot about them.
teachings of Viola. By my sept, we shall attack.
You have accumulated 50% of strategic points.
We serve the Kovadra.
Targeting sensors lock on.
The Ethereals guide us.
For Anvar, it will be so. Gravitic drive to maximum. Gravitic drive engaged.
How may I serve the Tauva?
The Ethereals guide us.
Corel, ready.
You have accumulated 75% of strategic points.
That's it.
Honor the teachings of Viola.
Victory. Not bad, this this merchant fleet. Not bad at all. They have cheaper ships. They don't have the same special effects, sure, but they still do pack substantial firepower against the enemy, and that's really ultimately all that matters. Alright, I've been playing this for 3 hours. Let me give you a conclusion. It needs a redesign if it's gonna have an active multiplayer community. I don't know how much effort they've put into that and making that work. It just feels that they've taken the tabletop and expected that to work in video game form. And mind you, there's a lot of things that can work from a tabletop setting into a video game setting. The problem is there's limits too. And because they, you know, the Corsair Eldar, the Suriani are particularly screwed over by the design mentality. The Drukhari, everyone else seems fine, I guess. As fine as it can be when the name of the game is Battleship Spam. It really isn't. I mean, it's not a fun game to play. Like, I'll just be straight up honest here. It isn't a fun thing to play when all you're literally doing is taking your cheese against the enemy cheese and seeing who can win, in effect. That's what it boils down to. Now, I'm not saying I won't enjoy this game, I won't play it. I will, obviously. But I'm going to play it like the first one, mainly, if not purely, for the single player. I'll keep playing this beta as long as it's active, and I'll play the phase 2, see how that goes. Though I probably am... I don't know. I think I'll work to unlock everything in this first phase of the beta, though I guess everything is gonna be reset, isn't it, once the game fully comes out, so it might be pointless to even do so. I guess I'll see if anything gets locked out with the second phase of the beta, so if it's worth it. It just is a slog. It's tiring, it's not interesting, and I think that's the worst part. I mean, look at the successful multiplayer titles. They have excitement. They have interesting aspects. They have a lot of places where you can screw up or things that can happen. Problem is, I think that one of the, like, when you look at, say, a fun game like Empire War, actually, that is a pretty fun game. It's fun because it doesn't have these artificial fleet limits, and it's fun also because in that game, fighters, small ships, cruisers, etc., it's not just a battleship game. It's not just, oh, you bring in a Star Destroyer, Super Star Destroyer, and you win, right? That's not how that game works. Whereas in this one, you either bring a battleship or you're gonna lose. Or you bring as many battleships as possible or you're gonna lose. Whereas in that game, because of the design mentality behind that, the far better design mentality, smaller ships are very crucial. In fact, you can win a game against a big, massive fleet with just small ships. You can do that here as well, but it's considerably more difficult and far less enjoyable. Anyway, Costin here, signing out. I am going to take a break for, I know, half an hour or something like that, and then I will play something else, still live streaming. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more.